where the grass is green and the girls are ponies. By Pinky's Imagination. Chapter 1. A Rude Awakening. Some things you should know about me. I'm 19, my name is Chris James, and I am a closet brony. I also am a person who loves to try new things and meet new people. I can adapt to things quickly and have always loved animals. And here is the story of how I ended up fulfilling my dream, or so I thought. If you want to have an image of my look to put in your head, I'm about 5'5", I have brown hair and teal blue eyes. On my way back to the party, I was wearing some blue jeans with a black shirt and jacket. Now, onto the story. It all started on the drive back from my birthday party. I was driving down the highway towards the city of Toronto to see my parents, when a terrible storm hit. Thanks for the warning, Weather Channel. Note to self, stop listening to the weather station. I decided to just keep going despite how bad the weather was. But about halfway there, I got off the highway and began driving down a road with a few trees around it. Crack! Bang! A large tree branch struck by lightning fell in front of the car and caused me to swerve out of the way and smash head-on into another tree, causing me to lose consciousness. A little bit later, I woke up with my vision very blurry and everything echoed throughout my ears. I began to move when I felt a sudden surge of pain through my left arm. Well then, a broken arm and I crashed into a tree. Not to mention how much further I have to go to get back. My thoughts were cut off by some yelling. I turned to see a silhouette, not far. From what I could hear, it was female, looking hunched over, although my vision was still very blurry, and the rain felt like it was bombarding me like hail. I listened closer to make out some words. "Hey, you over there. Are you all right?" "What was that? Come here, I'll help you." Deciding it would be best to get some help, I began making my way over there. But what I began to see made me almost pass out. "Hello, I need help. Could you please bring me somewhere where..." I stopped talking when I began to see the silhouette taking the shape of what looked like a horse. So I turned around and started searching for where the voice came from, when I felt something grab my shirt and yell, "Stay close, I can get us back somehow." So immediately I say, "What? Who are..." Before I could finish, there was a blinding light, and everything around me begins to swirl, and then goes black. My eyelids feel very heavy. I try to open them, then immediately shut them after being hit by a sudden light. That's strange. Wasn't it just storming? Then I hear voices. "I don't know, Twy. I ain't never seen anything like this before." Twy? Where have I heard that? "AJ, I heard it talk. It must be intelligent to some degree, and I don't think it's hostile. It was asking for help when I found it. And besides, the spell said that it would..." "I know, Twy. You've said it 100 times. That riddle about solving problems before they arise. But how in the hay does this thing solve a problem that hasn't even come up yet?" "AJ? Twy? Now where in the heck..." No fucking way. "Oh, my. It's hurt. What should we do?" "I don't know, but I don't trust it. I say we throw it back to where it came from." "Rainbow, you know we can't do that. This spell backfired and sent me to that world, but wore off and brought me back and it with me. I still don't know why it chose it." Oh, I know. We should have some celebration, like with balloons and streamers and punch and candy and more balloons and..." "That's enough, Pinky," 5 voices said in sync. Should I say something? Or just sit here? Or just open my eyes? I opened my eyes, but this time, slowly. Just enough to see what's going on, and keep me being awake a secret. What I saw almost made me black out. Again. I could see 6 brightly colored ponies, and not just any ponies. I'll just sit here for a moment and see if I'm going crazy. Oh dear, just look at its clothes. Simply dreadful. That's enough for rarity. Although, with all these clothes, it must be intelligent. But is it a he or a she? How should I know, Twi? You're the smart one.
Well, we should check, if that's okay with you.
Oh. Wait. What? I guess you're right. Let's get these clothes off. Oh, hell no! I jumped straight out of the bed I was laying on and become fully alert, while shouting, "You will not strip me of my clothes!" Before a huge surge of pain ripples throughout my body from my arm, causing me to fall to the ground, out like a light. But not before I hear the sound of panic and disbelief. I wake up an hour later, in a familiar cottage on a couch with the smell of vegetable soup in the air. I see my arm is now fully functional, a bit sore, but working. So I slowly climb out of the bed and start making my way to the door. I can hear talking from the other room, and it was the same voices. Well, I don't know why it would protect such clothing. They're hideous! Rarity, maybe it just didn't want its clothes taken off. Well, if it wakes up again, one wrong move and BAM! I'm gonna send it back to its world the hard way. Rainbow, don't be so hard on it. The trip may have been a little strange for it. I'm going to go check on it. Oh crap, I have to leave! Before I can leave, I hear a voice behind me. The same sweet voice that suggested my clothes being taken off.
Oh, you're awake. You can come meet my friends, if that's okay with you.
I grabbed the door handle before thinking twice, and made my decision. Like, come on! Who can say no to that voice? I slowly turn and look across the room to a bright yellow Pegasus with a pink mane that she is standing behind. And then I let go of the handle and slowly start walking towards the next room, Fluttershy well ahead of me. I kid you not, it was so silent when I walked into that room, you could cut it with a spoon. I just stood there, with 6 pairs of eyes watching me, when one finally spoke up. Well, you can take a seat right across from me. I have some questions for you. I sat down at a large circle shaped with 5 ponies, while the 6th was hovering in the air, staring daggers at me. It was quiet for what felt like hours, when it was only a few minutes. Finally, Twilight speaks up. So, what are you, anyway? I've never seen anything like you before, not even in the Everfree. Wait, I should introduce myself. My name is Twilight Sparkle, and these are my friends. Fluttershy, who you met when you woke up, Rarity, sitting next to me on my right. Here's Applejack, but we usually call her AJ. And here is Rainbow. She was cut off by Rainbow, who quickly says, "My name is Rainbow Dash, and I have my eyes on you. Don't try anything funny or I'll be there to take you down, alright?" All I do is nod. Then I realize something. Where's Pinky? Oh, Pinky is right here behind... Pinky! Get out of the fridge! I told you the cake is there for later. Anyway, Wait. How did you know her name was Pinky? Oh shit. What do? Do I tell them about the show? Or lie? Think. Aha! I heard you say her name when I was asleep. The first time. When you wanted to take off my clothes. Twilight blushed brightly while saying, "Oh, okay then. But that reminds me of another question. Are you he or a she?" She was blushing so bright that she looked like she was a unicorn version of Big Mac. I chuckle slightly at her reaction and answer, "Well, if you must know, I am a he, a boy, and my name is Chris James. I'm 19 years old, and I have been magically sent to a different world by a unicorn. How's your life?" Twilight paused for a moment before continuing. "Well, my name is Twilight." I cut in. I was kidding about the "how's your life" thing. You don't have to restate your name. Continue with the questions. Well, okay. Oh, what world are you from? Like, did I get you from? And why did I find you like that? She asks, pointing to my sore arm. Well, the planet is named Earth, and I was on my way to a place named Toronto, from my family's house, because we were celebrating my birthday party. Oh shit, I said the P word. Oh, you had a party? Why wasn't I invited?
Was it fun? Maybe we should throw you a party. And there will be cake and ice cream and... Everyone, including me, shouts at the same time, Pinky! And games and... Oh, sorry. Continue. I cleared my throat. As I was saying, I was coming back from my birthday celebration when a storm began, and I was driving my car when I was cut off by Twilight saying, "What's a car? Is it that weird card I saw? Does it?" I cut back in. "If you want me to answer questions, wait until I'm done to ask another." She nodded in agreement. So, as I was saying, I then told them about the drive, the branch, the crash, what a car was, thanked her for fixing my arm, and answered many other boring questions. Before I knew it, it was dark out. So Twilight said, "Wow, look at the time. We had better get going. I need to get up early tomorrow to study, and I have to send a letter to the princess. She will probably want to meet the first human in Equestria. Well, bye every pony." Before I had a chance to say anything, all the other ponies said their goodbyes and were out the door already, leaving me and Fluttershy in the house alone. Once again, silence set in for what felt like hours, but probably wasn't, before I finally spoke up. "Well, I had best be on my way and find somewhere to sleep tonight. Bye, Fluttershy." I began to feel something hitting me in the foot. "Angel, that's enough." I looked down at the angry rabbit and smiled. "Oh, and bye to you too, Angel." The bunny puts on a victorious look before hopping away. I made my way to the door, only to stop hearing a very faint voice. "Well, you could stay here if you like,"
she says softly. "Fluttershy, you don't have to do that. I can find somewhere else to stay for the night." She then says,
"I insist you stay here. It's very cold out tonight, and you could sleep on the couch. It's really not a bother."
I got a triple dose of concentrated cuteness to the face when I turned and looked at her eyes. I mean, really? How can you say no to that? I let out a sigh. "Fine, Fluttershy, I'll stay here on one condition." She cocked her head slightly.
"And what is that?"
"No more puppy dog eyes. That's cheating. I can't disagree with you on anything with those things," I say with a smile. After a small laugh, she flies up the stairs and grabs a few blankets and a pillow for me while I wait on the couch. "Thanks for everything, Shy. I'll see you in the morning," I say as she walks up the stairs. She blushes and says,
Oh, yes. Good night, Chris."
"Oh, and Shy? You can call me CJ. It's a nickname I got from high school that sort of just stuck."
"Oh, alright. Good night, CJ."
she said, continuing to ascend up the stairs. I lay down on the couch and shut my eyes, thinking about all the problems in my life that are no longer present. Not realizing how tired I was, I fell asleep almost immediately. Then came the next morning. I wake up to see 3 pairs of unnaturally big eyes staring down at me with huge, curious smiles.